Yes, very good afternoon to everyone. Okay, so first after the mid examinations, we are taking the class. Okay,
Good evening, sir.
yeah, good evening. So you people got
Good
any?
evening, sir.
Yes, very good evening. All students got any confirmation that for you from when onwards you will be having the college?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. See, I have seen one notice where February up to February 15th, online classes will be there only for first years. And from February 15th onwards, maybe you will be having the labs also in the college. In the college premises, you will be having the labs. Okay, right. That information will be given officially by the college people. Okay, we'll concentrate on that one. Right. So, Unit 1 and Unit 2 is the first stage of BW subject. The next stage of BW subject is all about the theory questions, simple derivations, and problems based on the derivations. So, what is the next stage? So the exact core of BW subject is the fourth unit actually. Unit 4. What is the name of the unit 4? Anyone?
Electrical machines.
Electrical
Electrical
machines.
machine. See, a robot is an electrical machine. Electric gun. Many people have listened the word gun, but we can even develop the electric gun also. So, entire core of BW subject is based on the fourth unit, but for the fourth unit, the basic introduction is the third unit. So, external examination, most easy questions can be asked from the third and fourth unit. So every topic we must be perfect here. So today we are going to start our third unit. We just take the introduction topic. What is the third unit name? Transformers. Okay. So first, I would like to show you what exactly the introduction. So please inform your friends also to join the class because the explanation right now, what I am going to take, it is a direct question in the examination. Explain the working principle of transformer, how the transformer is going to work. So the explanation which we are discussing right now, it is the easiest one when compared with the textbooks. Okay, right. So first for your understanding, so we brought the image at the pole. As we have discussed, this is the electric pole. At the pole you can see how many wires are present at the top. Anyone? You can count.
3.
Three wires. It is three-phase system or a three-phase system, and this is connected in star. Okay, three wires we are having. Here also we are having three. Now you can see this particular top one is transmitted for the industries. Industries, they work with the 400 volts. And for the domestic people, domestic houses, now you can see how many wires you are able to count here.
4.
Four wires, that is three lines. Okay, and last one is neutral wire. Okay, that's what we have discussed in the second unit, second stage. So external examination also in an easy manner, which is the direct question, is nothing but the star connection relation, which you have already done the derivation. Now our third unit is all about this machine. Okay, this is called the transformer. Every person near your colony, you are having the transformer, or if you are staying in the flat, you are having the transformer. Okay, have you seen anyone outside practically this machine? So the
Yes, sir.
transformer. So
Yes, sir.
third unit is all about what exactly present inside this one and how does it operate, what is the power consumed by this transformer. So if somebody asks you what you can do in what you are going to study in BW subject, with the help of BW subject we calculate the currents, we calculate how much power is consumed by every machine, and we can even develop any new type of machine, any robot also. So if you move to the rural areas where the power requirement is very less, you will see this type of transformers also. This is also transformer and this is also transformer. So what actually the working principle is what we are supposed to study. So now you can see, so inside this one, what we are having? So we are having a rectangular iron frame. I can call iron frame or iron core, CORE. So transformer practically contains a rectangular iron frame or circular iron frame. Sir, why not triangular shape? Why not diamond
Sir,
shape?
your voice is not clear.
One second. From your end also, please check the internet connection. Now you confirm any two students if the voice is not clear. Okay, great.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yeah.
From your end also, please check the internet connection. If you turn on the video, then based on pixel, what's going to happen? Internet connection will be less for you. So better to be active with the audio, then check the audibility. Right now, it is okay from our end. Right. Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame. You can take even in the circular shape, but we are not supposed to take in diamond shape, triangular shape, or any other shape, because when we are taking a iron material in the shape of rectangle or the circular form, then only maximum magnetic energy is created. So all the engineers, they have done experiments with different shapes. You can see it is a rectangular shape, and this one is in the rural areas, it is taken in the circular shape. So transformer practically contains a rectangular iron frame. Okay, sir, what is the use of this transformer? Now, one simple question I'm asking: which current is transmitted for long distance? Anyone? We are having AC current. AC current.
AC
Very good. We are having
AC.
practically every person, every engineer in this world, they can generate only two types of currents. One is AC current, another one is DC current with the help of solar cells and batteries. AC current only can be transmitted for long distance. Anyone, what is another name for AC current?
Bidirectional.
Bilateral.
Bilateral or bidirectional current. So bidirectional current only is transmitted for long distance, because what is the reason? Because transformer can understand only AC current. Therefore, everywhere in the world itself, we are able to transfer the AC current for long distance. So what is the main advantage of transformer? Why we have to study the transformer means, if I am not using the transformer, if transformer is not manufactured, no one will get the power transmitted from one place to another place. A power can be transmitted for long distance with only with the help of the transformer. Is it fine now? So DC current cannot be transmitted for long distance. Only AC current is transmitted for long distance. That too be only because of the transformer. Okay. So now let us study what is a working principle. Now you can see the transformer practically contains a rectangular iron frame on which at one end the copper wire is wounded or the copper wire is placed. To the another end, once again we are placing the copper wire. Okay, so this copper wire is called as a primary winding. So this inductor can also be called as the winding. Here also it can also be called as the secondary winding. So always to the secondary winding we can connect the load. Load means, imagine in your house you are having the components, the fridge, washing machine, all are connected to the meter, and meter is connected to the poles, but the pole wire is connected to the transformer. So always to the secondary end we connect the load, primary end we connect the supply. I'll explain in brief, no need to worry. So what is the main use of transformer means? Transformer, you can see this animation. So transformer contains two windings or two inductors which are not connected electrically, but they are placed in close proximity or brought very close to each other. So with the help of magnetic energy, energy is transferred from one place to another place. So let us take the definition of the transformer here. So I'll explain in detail, no need to worry. Anyone, what we have written, a transformer is a static machine. It is not rotating machine, which transfers the power. And what is the formula for energy? Anyone, as per our subject knowledge? Energy is equal to power into time. Power consumed for 24 hours. From one circuit to power into time. So in your house, every object is taking the power, but for one day it is called power into 24 hours. That is called the energy. Okay. So from one circuit means primary winding, to another circuit which is called the secondary winding with same frequency. That is the basic definition. Now second line you read out, anyone? Which current is
Only-
transmitted? Yes.
Only
Whether it is in
because
America or else India, only AC current can be transmitted for long distance because of transformer. So transformer works on the principle of mutual induction, which is nothing but the obtained from electromagnetic induction. I'll explain the mutual induction concept here. So first, all of you, let us start working with the transformer. We'll discuss practically. Now I request everyone to draw the diagram along with me. Okay, so please just draw the diagram. The explanation which we are taking right now, it will be easy when compared with the any textbook also. Just a second, let me share. Okay, so now on the screen, the digital whiteboard is all of you are able to see the digital whiteboard.
Yes, sir.
So all of you, so let us play the game here. I will give the explanation simultaneously. I will not dictate. Notes I'll release later on. I will see how many of you can give me the explanation back. Okay, simultaneously, fast explanation I'm going to give. Okay, right. Start along with me. So transformer, I have to draw the diagram. So transformer contains rectangular iron frame or iron core. So let us draw that one. So draw along with me, all of you. Draw one rectangular box. Transformer contains, so you see that the width you are drawing is very much large, the gap between two parallel lines while drawing. A transformer practically contains a rectangular iron frame. So please draw along with me, then that itself will be the notes for you. Okay. Transformer contains rectangular iron frame. On this iron frame, at one end, copper winding is placed or wounded. So you see the diagram. Now this is challenging. So just follow how I am drawing the winding. Winding, another name is called inductor. Anyone define the inductor? Copper wire twisted or rotated in the form of a circular shape is called the inductor. Is it fine, all of you? Transformer contains rectangular iron frame. On the rectangular iron frame, at one end, the primary winding is placed. Primary means the first winding. So winding, another name is inductor. So draw along with me, all of you. So just see here. Okay, all of you have drawn this, because it will become complicated if you see in any textbook. Yeah, I'm just extending this one. Is it fine diagram? Anyone confirm, at least in the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please draw along with me. So when I say you must draw, think that in the textbooks or anywhere in the internet also, you will find very difficult to draw. So let us take, these are the turns. Number of turns. How many turns we have taken? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I want to transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit. Okay, without connecting wires. Okay, this is what we have done. Now you see. So here, this is the way we are placing the copper wire. So similarly, we'll do it here at secondary end. Transformer contains rectangular iron frame. On the rectangular iron frame, at one end, primary winding is placed. Let us call this as the primary winding. On the other end, secondary winding is placed. Let us draw this one. Okay, you can do it. Okay. So now this is called primary winding and this is called secondary winding, our assumption that one. So what is the third point? You have to remember the points. I'll test your skills here. The winding which is connected to the supply. So I'm just taking the AC supply. AC supply means what? Your switchboard, and what it contains, AC supply, positive of cycle and negative of cycle. All of you, I'll draw this one once again so that it will be clear. AC supply, you just draw neatly here, all of you. So this is AC supply, the positive of cycle, negative of cycle. So the winding which is connected to the AC supply is called the primary winding, all of you. Okay, so in the examination, you are supposed to show the labeling the parts. So here you please write the complete word. I'm writing PW. PW means P dot W. It is primary winding. Okay, the winding which is connected to the AC supply is called the primary winding. Anyone, what is the formula for AC supply, AC voltage? AC voltage formula, anyone, any guesses? V is equal to?
Vm sin omega t.
Very good, very good. This is what the examiner require. You must write the AC voltage formula. Please write there. Vm sin omega t. Okay, you put them in the brackets. The students who are listening also, right? So now immediately when the AC voltage is applied to the wire, what will happen? Current flows. So please put the direction of the current. So without current, nothing is possible. So I am calling this as I1, the primary winding current. So that current flows here. See, all of you see, this is the direction. So that current is flowing, this is the back end, and front end you can see it is flowing in this direction. Again it flows here. Again it flows, and this is the direction. It flows, and again it goes back to its terminal. So this is nothing but the I1 current. Okay. Now the winding which is connected to the supply is called the primary winding. The winding which is connected to the load. Load means any bulb or any fan, we can say. So we must write here the load. All of you inside the box, you please write LOAD. I'm just putting the load. Always current should flow through the load here. Current should flow through the load. I'm just drawing here. I'll give the value of the current. That current value I'll give you later on. So first diagram is important, then explanation is easier. Okay. The winding which is connected to the load is called secondary winding. Okay. Now we are starting the explanation, all of you. Now you listen. So in our subject, there is a word called excited. EXCITED. Excited means whenever current flows through a winding, we call that winding is excited. So what is the use of transformer, anyone? Transformer can only transfer the AC current for long distance. Everywhere we are having the transformer to transfer the electricity. Without transformer, we cannot transfer the electricity for long distance. So how it works, we are supposed to discuss. So what are the initial statements? Transformer contains rectangular iron frame. On the rectangular iron frame, at one end, primary winding is placed, and at another end, secondary winding is placed. The winding which is connected to the AC supply is called primary winding, and the winding which is connected to the load is called which winding? Secondary winding. Now we are starting the explanation. When the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply, current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. As a result, magnetic energy is created across the primary winding. So how to represent the magnetic energy? Magnetic energy is represented by phi or the symbol Q. So in practice, how the magnetic energy will be present? It will be distributed everywhere, yes or no? Like this curved points. But we cannot draw every time the magnetic lines of force. So we represent by the magnetic energy by the Q. Okay. So when the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. As a result, due to the flow of the current I1, magnetic field is created. Now the next point. Since the primary winding is placed or wounded on the rectangular iron frame, as a result, the rectangular iron frame is filled with magnetic energy, or the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized. So this is what we have to show with the dotted lines. So let me draw the dotted lines, the next conclusion. So what happens, iron and steel, they are good conductors of magnetic energy. The moment primary winding is carrying the current, magnetic energy is created, but let us say here 100% of magnetic energy is created. Therefore, what happens, since the primary winding is placed on the iron frame, 99% of magnetic energy links or it interacts with this rectangular iron frame. Now, these dotted lines are representing that the rectangular iron frame is filled with the magnetic energy. So please put this dotted lines, that is an indication. And we have to represent the direction also. So please keep the arrow mark here. Here also the arrow mark. So we cannot see the magnetic energy inside an instrument or any machine, but we can calculate. So I am just writing here phi or QM. You just write along with me, all of you. QM. Here also I am writing QM. That means the iron material is also filled with the magnetic energy. So right. So what is the explanation so far? Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame on which at one end primary winding is placed, at another end secondary winding is placed. So remember one point, all of you. You must write the theory in your own words. You will get the complete marks. Okay. The sentences you can modify, but the content should be present. The transformer contains rectangular iron frame on which at one end primary winding is placed, at the another end secondary winding is placed. The winding which is connected to the power supply, AC power supply or AC supply, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, is called the primary winding, and the winding which is connected to the load is called the secondary winding. Load means the example is bulb. When the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. Due to the flow of primary winding current I1, a magnetic energy is created, which is represented by Q. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame, the iron frame gets magnetized. The iron frame gets magnetized. Is it clear, all of you? Right. Now, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, anyone, can you tell me the meaning of the word relative motion? Any student? Relative motion. In the introduction class I mentioned, if we are having two objects A and B, one object will be constant, another object will be rotating. So here what's going to happen? Magnetic field is changing with respect to time, and yes, so iron frame has got magnetized here. So let us say this is the magnetization of the iron field is represented by phi m. Now how the secondary windings are present? They are present constant or they are moving? Anyone? See and tell. Secondary winding is constant or it is moving? Secondary winding means this copper wire.
Constant.
It is constant. And now you tell me, all of you, anyone. So what is the wave? What is the diagram of this magnetic field phi m? So magnetic field phi m is also having, you can see on the screen, positive off cycle and negative off cycle. Okay. So we say that magnetic field phi m is changing with respect to time. So now you see the explanation. So I repeat the explanation here. When the primary winding of transformer, is excited by input AC supply, current flows through the primary winding denoted by I1. Due to the flow of the current I1, magnetic field is created or magnetic energy is created across which winding? Primary winding. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame, now the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized. Any student, you can rise and you can give the explanation so far. Raise your hand, you can go with the explanation. So this explanation, again, no need to study from any textbooks. I repeat for the last time. Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame. Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame. At one end, primary winding is placed, another end the secondary winding is placed. The winding which is connected to the AC supply is called primary winding, and the winding which is connected to the load is called the secondary winding. When the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply, V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. As a result, due to the flow of this primary winding current I1, magnetic field or magnetic energy is created across the primary winding. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized. So now you can see it is filled with the magnetic energy. What is the value of the magnetic energy we have given here? Phi m. Phi m is the 90% of phi. Let us say phi is 100 and phi m value is how much? 90. So phi m is a portion of the phi. So up to here I want the explanation. Anyone student? Try in your own words. I'll check. Don't hesitate. Okay, very good. One student, Mariam, student 509. Yeah, 589. Raised your hand. Go ahead with the explanation.
Transformer.
Come on.
A transformer has a metallic frame.
Very good.
Which has two windings on both sides. The one winding which is connected to the AC source is called the primary winding, and the coil connected to load is called the secondary winding. When current is flowing through the primary winding, the winding is excited, and magnetic field is created.
Induced or created. That's good. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame, the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized. Okay, that's good. Good. We'll continue now. That's good. Remaining students also chance will be given. Those who have raised their hand. So what is the basic explanation? It is 100% theory, this question, all of you. So same words you have to put. Now we'll see the second part. What's going to happen? All of you imagine what is the shape of the phi m, anyone? The phi m has got, this is nothing but the phi m. The phi m is not constant. It is changing with respect to time. You just draw this diagram also. The phi m is having the positive of cycle and negative of cycle. The magnetic energy, because phi m is created because of the voltage V. The phi m is practically changing with respect to time. It is rotating or it is continuously changing with respect to time. And the secondary winding is entirely stationary. It is constant. So according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the second stage explanation, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between changing magnetic field phi m and stationary secondary winding. Very first introduction I mentioned, today's class, I will test your skill. How can you give the explanation without dictating any notes? So what is the second stage of explanation? According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between the changing magnetic field phi m and the stationary secondary winding. So what happens? As a result, the changing or alternating magnetic field cuts or interacts or links with the secondary winding. So this magnetic field practically cuts this entire secondary winding. As a result, whenever a magnetic energy interacts with the copper wire, what's going to happen? Current flows through the copper wire. So we say here the current starts to flow through the copper wire. So here we can say, so this magnetic energy links with this one. Since this is the load, you can see here current is flowing through the load. Current always flows here. Current is flowing through the load. So here it is flowing in, this is the direction. Okay, so here you can see we'll start from here. So opposite. So here also the direction. So current flows here and again it flows through this particular load. So this current is called the I2. Sir, how the current is flowing through the I2? So magnetic energy is created here. That magnetic energy links with the iron material, and from the iron material, same magnetic energy, once again, it is interacting with the stationary coils. Let us say that is phi 2, and that magnetic energy is again finally converted to I2. So this is called electromagnetic. Electric energy is converted into magnetic, magnetic energy is converted into electric energy. So now we confirm that when current is flowing through the load, load is on, and now the transformer is about to start. So I repeat the explanation here. According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between changing magnetic field or varying magnetic field phi m. As a result, phi m interacts. So phi m will be here. Let us say the phi m interacts with the secondary winding, because secondary winding is also placed on the same iron frame. The phi m interacts with the secondary winding whenever a magnetic field cuts the copper wire. So all of you, what is the basic explanation? If this is the copper wire, here we are having magnetic energy. So this magnetic energy, when it touches with the copper wire, what's going to happen immediately? Anyone? Current flows through the copper wire. I hope all of you got this point. So whenever magnetic energy touches or interacts with the copper wire, immediately current flows through the copper wire. So here, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between changing magnetic field and stationary secondary winding. As a result, the changing magnetic field or varying magnetic field interacts or cuts the secondary winding. Now the current flows through the secondary winding, which is represented by I2. This current flows through the load. So we can write here IL. So anyone tell me the relation between I2 and IL? I2 is also equal to IL. IL is the current flowing through the load. So when I2 current flows through the load is on. Now the transformer is able to transfer the energy from one circuit to another. So I repeat for the last time the complete explanation. Let me check how many students are active. So certain marks will be given for you. One student 589, I'm just remembering the number. So objective type, if at all you are getting certain less marks, I'll add certain points there. Okay, so listen the explanation. That chance is given to the first basis student. Okay, get ready. So now listen the explanation. Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame. Transformer is used to transfer the electricity for long distance. Transformer contains rectangular iron frame. On the rectangular iron frame, at one end, primary winding is placed. At another end, secondary winding is placed. The winding which is connected to the AC supply is called primary winding, and the winding which is connected to the load is called secondary winding. Always is called secondary winding. Now the exact explanation starts. When the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply, current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. Due to the flow of I1, magnetic energy phi or Q is created across the primary winding. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame, the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized, which is denoted by the value phi m. Since secondary winding is also placed on the rectangular iron frame, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, this is the next paragraph. According to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between changing magnetic field phi m and stationary secondary winding. As a result, the changing magnetic field touches or cuts or interacts with the secondary winding. Now the current flows through the secondary winding, which is denoted by I2, which also flows through the load, and hence finally the load is on. So now the transformer starts its operation to transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit. Come on. Yes, 577. Go ahead.
Transformer contains iron core.
Very good.
On the iron frame at one end, first winding of copper wire.
Very good.
And on the other end, second winding of
copper.
When primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply,
very good.
Current flows through the wire is magnetized.
Very
then
good.
Magnetic field is created.
Yes.
When the current flows through the winding, then the iron frame gets magnetized.
Good.
It's QM. According to Faraday's law.
Very good.
According to Faraday's Faraday's law of electromagnetism, there is as a result, it interacts with the secondary winding.
Very good. Okay, you can stop. I'm just adding the points. I'll mention the
Magnetic.
points. Okay, okay, right. Any other student ready? Just raise your hand. Come on.
Transform
Tell your number, roll number. Bhavya, 552.
542.
552 on the screen, it is visible. Okay, go ahead. Fast you tell, right?
Transformer contains rectangular iron frame.
Hmm.
In one end, primary winding is connected, and other end, secondary winding is connected.
Okay, right. Okay, we are just making a note of your number, 552. Okay, right. Next
542.
542. Okay, 542. Next student, I want the second part. Who will tell the second part from the according to? Yes, go ahead. 2 students at a time. Tell me your roll number. Come on, who is telling?
546.
546. Okay, come explain the second part. Come on.
According to Faraday's law, magnetized current is magnetized field and stationary secondary winding.
Relative motion. Yes, good.
Flowing. The magnetized field is touches or cuts the stationary secondary winding,
Okay.
and then the current flows through the I2 and load IL.
Okay.
Then the total current is flowing. The total
Okay.
transformer is
Okay, right,
when
right.
total current is moving to the load.
Load. Okay, your roll number is? Your roll number?
546.
546. Okay, last chance. One more student. Okay, right. Just wait. For last time, I'm giving the explanation. So what you people do, you just create your audio explanation within 30 seconds. That is a challenge I'm giving. Transformer explanation, audio file, I will listen. Okay, I'll tell you when you have to release. 30 seconds explanation. Let us start. Let all of you anyone take. Let us check whether I'm able to finish in 30 seconds or not. Diagram you have to put on the paper simultaneously. Okay, entire neat diagram. So transformer. So I'm starting here for last time. Transformer is used to transfer the electricity for long distance. Transformer contains a rectangular iron frame. At one end, primary winding is placed. Another end, the secondary winding is placed. The winding which is connected to the AC supply is called primary winding, and the winding which is connected to the load is called secondary winding. When the primary winding of transformer is excited by input AC supply V is equal to Vm sin omega t, current flows through the primary winding, which is denoted by I1. Due to the flow of this current, magnetic energy or magnetic field is developed or induced or created across the primary winding. Please mute 535. Magnetic field is created across the primary winding. Since the primary winding is placed on the rectangular iron frame, the rectangular iron frame gets magnetized, which is denoted by phi suffix m or qm. The secondary winding is also placed on the same rectangular iron frame. Now, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative motion between changing magnetic field and stationary secondary winding. As a result, the changing magnetic field cuts or interacts with the stationary secondary winding, and finally current flows through the secondary winding, which is I2, and hence the current flows through the load IL, and hence the transformer is on. So practice the explanation. 30 seconds, you finish your audio explanation. I'll tell you when you have to release that one. I'll send one link. Okay, right. Any question is there, anyone?